I am here, securing the line. I gather you felt that. If these quakes continue, none of us may escape intact.
Let the world tremble and tear itself apart. I am Sith, and I endure.
As I serve. Swtor Sith and her corporation hold the secrets of Isotope 5. She is currently at her resort, hosting 3 Hutt clan lords.
Manju is a spice trafficker and slaver. Kabisho is a negotiator and advocate for the cartel. And Prodoranya runs an industrial moon.
Hesk has installed substantial automated security, and each Hutt also has a cadre of bodyguards. Resistance is inevitable.
We're not talking about Nar Shaddaa thugs. Who exactly have the Hutts employed?
Slavers and gladiators, beasts and beastmasters. Formidable opponents. The resort is built on a self-contained mesa. Isolate the mesa, and neither reinforcements nor fleeing witnesses will pose a problem.
There are only a handful of landing pads around the resort, so I'd suggest destroying the pads and the shuttles.
However, the Hutt's bodyguards are garrisoned at the landing pads as well. To cut off the resort, you will need to pass through them.
No way off the mesa. No one coming to help. The Hutts and their sponsor trapped with me. Shall we begin?
At your word. I will monitor your position and update you as I can. May the Force grant you strength.
Swtor Sith should be around somewhere.
The Archon reviewed my security himself, and if you have a problem, well, why don't you slither back and let me handle this? So the Empire is on Makeb now? Trying to kill the Hutts while they're in one place? Or do you trot after the Republic fleet wherever it goes?
Swtor Sith, tell me about Isotope 5.
What? I don't... Yes, we discovered the Isotope 5 during deep drilling operations, and yes, my Hutt investors kept it a secret. But believe me, the Hutts are no friends of mine. Because their greed overwhelmed their sense, we're going to lose the whole blasted planet.
You've been working with the Hutts for a long time. Don't claim you've changed now.
You want to know what the Hutts have done? Makeb only has a few weeks left before the planetary core rips apart. That's what happens when you extract Isotope 5.
The ground quakes.
No more Makeb, no more Isotope, and no more fancy resort or corporation. So yes, I'll need Hutt allies once my planet is gone.
Do the Hutts know that Makeb is doomed?
Of course, that's why they're mining all the Isotope 5 they can. Go ahead, watch my hands, I'm not triggering any alarm. There. I've granted access to my corporate systems.
Checking. We're in.
I have information, money and influence, and I'm as happy to work with you as with the Hutts. Just help me survive.
She acts unforgivably.
She's not going to betray us today. And if anyone can mislead the Hutts about our presence, it's her.
My operation, my decision. Consider this a stay of execution, Hesk.
Thank you. I'll keep funneling my resources to you and keep an ear out for anything new. In the meantime, what should I tell the Hutts?
The Empire knows the Republic is struggling with the Hutts over Makeb. Where the Republic goes, the Empire follows.
I can sell that. Good luck out there.
We'll check her corporate data and wait for you at the gravity hook. We can chat about the end of the world.
We've got to have topographic scans, satellite imagery, something.
Mighty Wrath.
Right, we found the Isotope 5's location in Hesk's files. The bad news? Getting to it is a problem. The good news? Makeb won't explode for weeks, so why worry?
Tell me the location of the stockpile. I want to move as soon as possible.
The Hutts are keeping the isotope at Stronghold 1. It's a massive vault built by the government for Makeb's treasury.
1 entrance, unbreachable walls, 6 layers of security.
6, plus a prototype being assembled by the Hutts. Some kind of Isotope 5-powered droid in the early stages. We're going to need time to plan.
If Stronghold 1 is where the isotope is held, then how do we get inside without drawing the Hutt's attention?
What about a distraction? There's a message we
The civilians are getting restless. I had to stop a riot today. And it'll get worse if the Republic's involved. We're moving the hover tanks into settlements. That'll keep them locked down. And we'll level city blocks if we have to.
Wouldn't take much to start a revolt. Worldwide rebellion, and the Hutts won't have the manpower to keep us from the isotope.
If the mercenaries are keeping the civilians in line, it's the mercenaries we need to target. That transmission mentioned hover tanks?
Hover tanks are the vanguard of the mercenary army. Armored and powerful. If you destroy them, the people could rally.
What about propaganda? Couldn't we send a message? Incite them somehow?
Spread the word that Hutt mining operations have doomed the planet. The truth should be enough.
As you wish. I'll leak the files. If you can destroy the hover tanks, I'll keep you up to date on the status of the revolution.
You go to war against the Hutts today. It will be an honor to observe.
The hover tanks have been destroyed, and the mercenaries have been routed.
My lord.
We have observed the enemy's flight. Riots have begun across the planet.
The Hutts just authorized the execution of any civilians not carrying ID. The mercenaries are demanding a raise.
We were counting on that much. Is there something else?
Some of the civilian leadership seems reluctant to take this opportunity to strike. We think they're laying low and regrouping. But if we're going to steal the Isotope 5, we need the civilian leaders organizing a full-on revolt. If I set up a meet, can you push them?
When I run out of patience, people die. Will that be suitable?
Might be. Really up to you. There's a man named Polis Avesta, who's got influence with the rebels. He's holed up at an old plantation. You've already got half the planet riled up. Win over Avesta, and he'll make sure everyone's pointing the right way.
Stop slacking.
Don't move, Sith! Not one move!
Careful, ground team.
Listen to their voices. They cannot defeat you, but they stand defiant.
I've come for Polis Avesta. Where is he?
Right here. I received your message. You freed the settlements, and I'm grateful. But why would the Empire get involved at all?
The Emperor does not tolerate his enemy's ambitions. The Hutt Cartel has proven itself an enemy. We've given you an opportunity to fight back. You need to take it and organize a planet-wide attack.
And what if we say no?
The next time hover tanks fire on your cities, there will be no one to stop them.
Fair enough. But I'll need to talk to the others. I can't make this decision for the whole planet.
I think that's a good sign. Once Polis is on board, get out and I can tip off the regulator mercenaries. Let them know Polis's attack is coming. Maximize the blood and fury.
Give the regulators information on their foes, and we can draw out this fight as long as possible. Well done.
Thank you.
These rebels battle for their people against unthinkable odds. They deserve our admiration.
It's done. Within 12 hours, we'll coordinate raids on the regulator bases and Hutt palaces. But we're still outmatched. Stay and help us plan.
Show me your equipment and your team. There's a lot to prepare and not much time.
I guess you made your call.
Take your teams here and here. Understood?
Won't be easy.
We won't do better either. We should get ready, and you should get going. Not sure I should say it to the Empire, but... thank you.
My teams say they're outgunned. Tell the Hutts to get us aerial support or the regulators walk. The Hutts took our planet from us. Now we take it back!
Pakamalamaku, a perge kikama.
My lord. We're getting a few hours before the fighting settles. That's our window to break into Stronghold 1 and steal the Isotope 5.
You've had time to prepare. Show me everything.
Stronghold 1.
Right. The vault facility is built into a volcanic mesa, with a single entrance above the magma. It's also got sensors, alarms, enough to catch any thief who gets inside.
You said the place was built by the Makeb government. That's an impressive amount of security, even for a government vault.
Makeb was built on mineral wealth, but because of the problems shipping off-planet, storing valuables was an issue. Our science consultant has a way around the security, though.
Niga mandik nagik oya, makini argam kim mamek wawak. Beraka karam kara, ninyamak oramag yang megik. Mem amgap kugap, kramanik, kiga mayamak.
A few tons of rubble should soften the opposition. Then I move in for the kill.
My squad will follow your initial insertion to cover your escape route. Once inside, expect heavy resistance. Regulator mercenaries and automated security, yes. But also specialists loyal to the Hutt Cartel.
There's also the Hutt's prototype Isotope 5.
It has to be more than a name and a power source. What can the droid do?
Nulilak apa jam kamgram, amka nem nang nemua inuk. Kam inu nemuk, naja naya akam memnik miraka.
We estimate the Hutts have mined about 100 kilos of Isotope 5. You'll be able to move it by hand with Sithorat's help. I think that's everything. We're at your service.
The scheming is finished. The time for hiding, too, is over. Today, we will crush the Hutts and claim the Isotope 5 for the Empire.
For the Empire.
For the Empire.
Nodrin, send that data on where to plant the explosives. Sithorat, get your team ready. All hands, let's go.